You escape from the hollow and return to the video store, bringing along Sharon, who's lost all the will to fight. She seems more traumatized than you imagined, repeatedly touching her eyes, silent and distant.
Charon, do you want some hot cocoa? I'm sure you're exhausted after such a tough fight. You should get some rest.
Wait, did that man just say chocolate?
No, don't hurt us! No!
Thanks, but I'm fine.
Don't let that bully get to you. We'll show him. We'll tell their parents.
Don't listen to Grim Vulture. They'd say anything to get under your skin. Once we start doubting the truth, we've fallen into their trap.
No, Proxy. I think Grim Vulture has a point. Maybe it's all just in my head. The things Grim Vulture left. When I touched them, I was reminded of the day the old capital fell. I felt the same sensation when I touched an injured comrade. I tried to shake off that feeling, but the truth is, I can't stop thinking about the possibility that all my squad mates are dead.
What happened back then?
Would you be willing to share more?
Tell me more.
What really happened to you and Liar Squad on the day the old capital fell?
That day, in the first hour Hollow Zero started expanding, Defense Force HQ thought it was just a normal Hollow disaster, and thought they could suppress it with a standard amount of troops. Liar Squad was among the first troops sent there. Before we left, our superiors promised reinforcements would be on the way to support us in combat, so we didn't need to worry too much about facing the Ethereals. But soon after we began the mission, we realized things weren't going to go like we thought. The Ethereals came at us like an endless tide. The Hollow expanded beyond control. And more importantly, the reinforcements never came.
Really? During this part? Ichi! Our squad died! Man! You're like the guy who goes up to the dead body at the funeral, viewing whatever.
Run, bitch! Run!
You'd be like, I knew he had my dollar!
The Defense Force troops outside the Hollow soon realized this was no ordinary disaster.
I still love you,
Hollow Zero was
Keishi.
devouring Eridu at horrifying speed. The reinforcement plan was called off, and the promised troops retreated.
Hey, sometimes after an entire place is wiped out, you find a penny?
Honestly, even if they had come to help, it wouldn't have changed anything. I watched as members of the advanced force around me died one after another, or were corrupted into Ethereals. Our squad slowly lost the strength to maintain formation.
Damn. You know what, Keishi? Be sure to like and subscribe to Keishi Sarah on Twitch. Definitely worth more than a penny.
I was a weak point in our formation. An ether shot fired by an ethereal hit my eyes, corrupting them. Because of that and several other wounds,
I got it wrong.
I shortly lost consciousness.
Damn it. We're going to
I'm
hell.
not sure how long I was out, but just before losing my vision, I briefly regained consciousness. The last thing my eyes saw was my squad mate standing in front of me, looking back. When I woke up again, I was already back at base. The higher-ups detonated the Shiryu pillars, and finally managed to bring Hollow Zero under control. I don't know who rescued me from the Hollow, but none of my squad mates had made it out. For some reason, the image of my squad mates being the last thing I saw has stayed in my mind. It must be some kind of sign. A sign that they're still alive. Don't you think?
Wrong.
They must have continued fighting after I fell unconscious, eventually getting lost in some hollow and losing contact with the main force, left to wander between the various hollows of New Eridu. The Defense Force, civilians, no one believes me. So I decided to find them myself. The reason behind these eyes,
My
It's got to be to
brand.
guide me to finding them still alive. Am I wrong, Proxy? Are these eyes pointless?
Yo, I'm sorry to say, Sharon, but I don't see your point. I'll see myself out.
I knew that's what you thought. Interpreting what my eyes see as proof my squad mates are still alive is just wishful thinking.
You know, I kind of don't believe her considering like her eyes right now. If we're looking through her eyes, yo, she's like in flipping 2040p. I can't trust this image.
But if they're really gone, why would I have been given these eyes, which bring nothing but pain? If they're truly no longer alive, how can I apologize to them in person? Tell them I'm sorry. Sorry for being so weak. Sorry that I failed to protect them. Their faces are all so blurry. I can't see their expressions. I can't even bear to look at them. If their final look at me was filled with resentment and disappointment, I wouldn't know how to handle it.
You know, she lost her glasses, man. It's rough. No, I remember from all those Scooby-Doo shows. My glasses, I can't see anything without my glasses. You know, wipe away your tears.
Charon, listen to me. Even if everyone else thinks you're wrong, Wise and I will never dismiss your determination to find your squad mates. You don't need to make any justifications, because someone close to us is missing too, and we desperately hope she's still alive. But I also think being consumed by this obsession, unable to move forward, that's not what those who matter to us would want.
Belle is right. Listen, Charon, you're such a kind person. Maybe that's why you feel responsible for protecting everyone and blame yourself when you can't do enough. But you don't have to carry it all on your own.
Wrong.
Don't feel guilty. You know, we'll be here to support you. Morally, at least.
Yeah. Right now, the best thing you can do is trust us. We can be sure that Vulture hasn't killed the client yet. As long as we have that lead, there's still hope. We'll support you. No one can dismiss your determination or will. No matter how things turn out, we'll stand by your side and we'll face it together.
Proxy, thank you. I feel better now. At the very least, I want to keep investigating. I'm not just going to stop here.
Yay! With the tension easing, it's time to discuss the plan going forward. Just then, the phone rings.
Prank 'em, John.
Sorry to disturb you at this hour. Did you go investigate that new hollow? How's it going?
Oh my god, this guy again.
Oh, never mind. The
Ah,
client
shit.
shared a new location
Here we
with
go
me on
again.
Knock Knock.
They're pretty eager, huh? Which hollow is it this time?
No, it's not a hollow. If I'm reading this right, this location is Scott Outpost.
Scott Outpost? Isn't that managed by the Defense Force and White Star Institute?
Yo,
What's Grim Vulture up to?
easy. Grim Vulture is taking out the racist white stars. I always knew it.
Remembrance Day. Don't you recall what Aaron said before? They're holding an event right now, and the place will be open to the public.
Yo, so they're being... So, we aren't being lured into a hollow.
So, they're not trying to lure us into a hollow this time. What's the deal? Are they trying to taunt us?
Whether it's a provocation or a trap, I'm not missing any chance to face Grim Vulture. Proxy, will you go with me?
Yes. The official commencement of Remembrance Day has been scheduled for tomorrow morning. Meaning, ordinary citizens still cannot freely enter Scott Outpost today. Under arrangement, Charon spent the night at the store. The next morning, Belle, you'll be heading to the outpost with Charon soon. Did you sleep well last night? Yo, I got as much as I could. Actually, me too. Thought of the past kept me up, especially those related to Charon, and I didn't manage to fall asleep until late. Oh, Charon is already waiting for you at the parking lot. I wonder how she feels right now. Please, take care of her, Belle. Oh, don't worry. We'll take care of her. If you know what I mean.
What is love?
There we go. Leave it to me.
Don't hurt me no more.
Alright, good morning, Proxy. Did you sleep last night? Yes, I did. Sorry, Proxy, for losing my composure in front of you yesterday. I think I've gotten my mood back in order now. It seems I can't hide it from you, Proxy. I'm sorry. I think I'm still struggling to process this sadness and unease. I'm not sure where I should go from here. Yo, to a therapist? Take your time to unravel your confession. Yeah, you're right. Instead of continuing to suffer, it's better to reach out and grasp all hope we can find around us. Maybe things will eventually change. Let's go, Proxy. Today, we're attending Remembrance Day as ordinary citizens, so we can't carry any weapons. I suppose Grim Vulture wouldn't be foolish enough to make a move inside a military stronghold.
Wrong.
Let's keep an eye out while we're there. I believe we should be able to find new clues. You arrive at Scott Outpost with Charon. Many citizens have come to Remembrance Day. They must be the relatives of those who gave their lives during the fall of the old capital. For some reason, after coming here, Sharon has been acting a bit strange. I won't lie. It would be a really bad idea to have Remembrance Day on 9/11 because of the tagline, "We will never forget." And it's just like, oh, happy Remembrance Day. What's about you forgot? Proxy, can we explore this place later? What's wrong? No, it's nothing. Stare again. Alright, I'll say it. Seems like there are some familiar faces here. Wouldn't it be nice to meet them? I don't think I can face them. If I'm not mistaken, they shouldn't be the family members of my teammates. I don't know how I should face them. Try reaching out to them. I know, but I'll be there for you. Then it's a deal. I will go and talk to them. Proxy, you don't have to say anything. Just stay by my side and give me the courage to speak. Alan! Wait, you're not Alan Wake. Are you Alan Arncar's brother? How'd you know that? Who are you? Wait, your eye covered? So you're Archon's sole surviving teammate. I remember you. We met once after the fall of the old capital. After that, I didn't hear anything about you again. I never expected to meet you here. This plushie. It's Archon's favorite plushie. She's always kept it in the most prominent spot in her room. I brought it along here, as if bringing my sister's shadow to participate in Remembrance Day. I'm sorry, Mr. Allen. No need to apologize. I still remember one time when my sister came home excitedly to tell me that a shy girl had joined the squad. That girl didn't speak much, but she was beautiful in battle. That was the happiest I've seen her. To her, you were a persistence that inspired admiration and a desire not to fall behind, a beautiful soldier who gave her the drive to keep moving forward. You don't have to apologize to me. If my sister were here, she would surely say the same thing. Please, don't mind me too much. The Defense Force has made a lot of preparations for the Remembrance Day event. Please, take your time. Grandma! My son, can you see me now? I'm doing well. My legs and feet are fine. I miss you so much. Excuse me, are you Cocker... Cock... Cockytus's mother, Ethel? Oh, are you... Oh, I recognize you. I saw you once in the military camp after the old city. You're Cocker's teammate, the one of the survivors. I've been waiting to get in touch with you over the years to see how you've been, but I never heard from you. I didn't expect to meet you here on Remembrance Day. I guess this is fate. Miss Ethel, is your health still... I'm good health, fortunately. Everything is fine, although the only one left in my family, the pension from the government is enough. And I still have some years in me. I'm sorry, Paquitas. Chad, you don't need to apologize. My son may appear carefree on the surface, but he's always felt so much pressure. One day he suddenly told me that he had found a companion who truly understood him. I believe he was talking about you. How could I possibly blame you? Someone who helped my son? It's such a blessing. You, a kind-hearted person, are alive and standing here today. I'm so glad. Miss Ethel, Chad, don't worry about me. Since you're here for Remembrance Day, take your time to walk around and look around. I hope you find something meaningful. Alright, let's see. Zeta. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. That eye covered? That blonde hair? Could you be my husband's Styx teammate? Styx. Are you Miss Sally Styx's wife? Yes, my daughter and I come to attend Remembrance Day. Last time I saw you right after the fall of the old capital. I never expected to see you again here today. Your daughter, is that your Zet? Is this your daughter Zeta? Mom, who is she? Zeta, this is your dad's comrade from the Defense Force. Every time he went to the battlefield, she would be there to protect him. To protect him? Comrade? If that's so, why did you protect my dad during the fall of the old capital? Why did you let him die and make him unable to come back to me? Zeta! I'm sorry. I couldn't protect him. I'm sorry. Don't listen to what Zeta is saying. She doesn't understand. We've never blamed you. Please don't say that. Zeta, you can't say such hurtful things. Apologize right now. Why should I apologize? She survived, but my dad didn't. Isn't that true? If you were here... If it weren't for her abandoning him, Dad could have come back safely. Enough. You don't know what happened back then. Miss Sally, I don't think she's wrong. Please, don't think that way. I'll make sure to bring her to apologize to you later. I need to explain what really happened. I'm really sorry. Please, don't let us keep you. Go explore the Remembrance Day event now. Please remember, all your comrades, including my husband, would want you to see the hope they left behind. To your surprise, many relatives of the deceased Lyra Squad members are here for the Remembrance Day event. Is this really just a coincidence? As you ponder the question, The relatives have gathered in front of Charon.
Miss, I'm sorry for being mean to you before. Mom told me you were protecting Dad until the very last moment before you passed out.
Damn
I
straight.
shouldn't have said you left him to die.
I'm really sorry. Zeta was really young when it happened, so she was too little to understand, and I haven't really talked about it. I hope she didn't upset you. No, she was right. If only I'd been strong enough to take down most of the Ethereals, maybe they wouldn't have ended up in that situation.
Oh, that's not fair. The
Hey, I
old
was pretty on
capital
point with my
was
voice for
falling.
Ethel.
No single person's strength could ever be the deciding factor in the face of a disaster like that.
In spite of it all, you survived. If they were still here, I'm sure they'd see that as something to celebrate.
I've always known the truth. I failed to protect them. A weakling like me survived, and the rest of them disappeared without a trace. This isn't solace. It's the worst possible outcome. That's something I can't face. I've never had the courage to tell you I couldn't protect your loved ones. All I can do is wander New Eridu, hoping to find some trace of them. Even after all this time, I still haven't accomplished anything. I'm sorry.
You really don't know us at all. This isn't the worst possible outcome by any means. Styx, my husband, and all his comrades who lost their lives, each one of them left behind their own legacy. Just look all around you. Everyone standing before you is a legacy they protected that is carried on to this day. After my husband passed away, Zeta and I received survivor benefits. And with all the odd jobs I've been doing, we've managed to get to where we are today.
Yay.
Styx always wanted our daughter to study art, and Zeta's interested in it too. Now, that dream has become a reality. She just got accepted into the art school in Janus Quarter.
Mom and I have our tough days, but I often think of Dad's cheerful laughter, and that memory gives me the strength to keep pushing through.
Thank you for always being by my husband's side, even at the very end.
Well, I suppose you must have heard about my condition from my son.
Ethel, Kakaitis used to tell me about you. He often took leave or skipped work to earn extra money by part-timing, or to care for you when you were sick in bed.
Oh, who brought in the onions?
Yes, that's true, but I bet he never told you my illness became so bad that I needed major surgery, and he worked his tail off to raise the money. I used the benefits from his death for the surgery, and that's the only reason I'm here today. In a way, his passing allowed my life to continue. Every time I think about it, I feel like I need to keep my body healthy and live a few more years. The sights I see, I believe he can sense them from somewhere far away. When I was too weak to take care of him, it was you and your comrades who stayed by his side. Thank you for everything.
As for me, well, I'm currently working as a fashion designer.
Okay, that seemed obvious. I was either gonna guess fashion designer or K-pop member.
A fashion designer? Is that because of Acheron?
It is. I'm sure you remember how much she loved beautiful things. She was always into fashion, so I decided to become part of that world. That way, she can always be with me. I admit I had no idea how fun fashion design could be until I actually gave it a shot. I wish I'd figured that out sooner.
I get
so
it.
much more to talk about.
I get it. He gave it a shot. Get it?
Anyway, I'm planning to start my own fashion brand next year. She used to say that after retiring from the army, she wanted to pursue fashion design. I really want to carry on her dream. It feels like my life's purpose. You know, she used to talk about you when she came home for the holidays. How your rivalry pushed her to keep improving. So, thank you. I'm proud of my sister. And I'm proud of you, too.
Cool.
As you can see, all of us have made it to this day, carrying the will of those we loved. So please don't say they left nothing behind. They've always been a part of every pain and joy we've experienced over the years. Please remember, everything and everyone in New Eridu is only here today because you all risked your lives in battle.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's been wonderful to hear about how you're all doing and to listen to these words. I'm so glad I decided to come here on Remembrance Day.
Speaking of which, I wasn't expecting to see any of you. What brings you here today?
I could ask you the same thing, Ethel. Last time I asked, you said you weren't coming. I only came because I suddenly got a DM from Nathan. He said he really wanted me to be here.
I'm here because of Nathan's message, too. He was pretty insistent, so I thought he'd be here. But I've been looking around for a while now. I still haven't seen him.
So it's the same for all of us. I responded to his message, but he never wrote back. Isn't that strange?
Yeah.
Sorry, but who's this Nathan you're talking about?
Nathan is Lethe's younger brother. Frankly, out of all of us, he's probably the one who wants to see you the most. He used to be part of the defense force himself,
And?
The day the old capital fell, his squad was responsible for supporting the forces that had already entered the Hollow, which included all of you. He's told us that story so many times. When they saw how bad things were in that Hollow, some of the reinforcements called off their plans and pulled back. He tried to stop them, but there was nothing he could do.
He always blamed himself and wanted to find you to apologize. But the truth is, the reinforcements retreating was inevitable. Shortly after their retreat, headquarters issued the official order. We all lost someone in that disaster. And for a while, we resented the reinforcements for their decision. But over time, we came to understand it, and we eventually let it go.
May I ask what the name of Nathan's squad was
did it a
when he
little
was in
early.
the defense force?
The Impera squad of the Obsidian Division. Is something wrong?
Nothing. It's just... I think I might have stumbled upon the answer I was looking for.
Their four family members paid their respects and left. They continued touring on Remembrance Day. Sharon stood there in a daze, seemingly having understood something. At that moment, a sound came from the open space in front of the outpost. It seemed someone had stepped onto the podium, and the citizens all gathered in the podium preparing to listen to the person's speech. According to the schedule for Remembrance Day, it should be time for a representative of retired Defense Force veterans to give a speech. It looks like the speech is about to begin. I feel a bit concerned, Proxy. Proxy, could we go over and listen to the speech for a moment? Yo, right in front of everybody.
Zoe on the podium?
Yo, is she here to speak on behalf of the soldiers?
Is she here to speak for the soldiers? That seems fitting. She's got medals after all. But I don't see Jesse or Aaron anywhere. Didn't they come?
Everyone please, quiet down. Zoe, of Nemesis Squad, a representative of the veterans, will now deliver the Remembrance Day speech.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Hello, everyone. I'm honored to stand here and speak on behalf of all of the soldiers of the Defense Force. Today, we gather to commemorate Remembrance Day, a day born from the tragedy of the old capital's fall. Many of us lost relatives or friends in the disaster, and I am no exception. Every member of my squad perished in that battle, leaving me as the only survivor. Losing the friends you cherish to the Hollow is a pain that never fades. It's a sorrow that will stay with us, now and forever. However, to the families of the fallen soldiers, hold your heads high with pride for your loved ones who gave their lives. They fought to the very last moment when the old capital fell. Death isn't the end, nor dishonor. It is their eternal medal. They gave their lives facing an unstoppable disaster, exchanging their sacrifice for the world we have today.
I knew it. They need
In
more
doing
toast.
so, they fulfilled their duties as soldiers to perfection. Without the blood they spilled, Eridu would not have endured, and new Eridu would never have risen from the ashes. In honor of the wishes of the departed, look ahead, people of New Eridu. Our thoughts and remembrance of those who passed will be carried in every flicker of candlelight and in every bouquet of flowers.
Yeah. Zoe's speech is met with a wave of prolonged applause, yet amidst the claps, she drops her head. Her expression darkens. She stays silent, waiting for the applause to fade before lifting her gaze and scanning the crowd. Her eyes pause briefly on Karen, carrying a chilling aura.
My speech was meant to end here, but since you all seem quite engaged, please allow me to share a little more.
Don't do it! I'm gonna do it!
The reason you all agree with what I've said is because it offers a way to step away from the pain. That's what the living do. They seek ways to ease the weight of others' deaths, so they can find a way to start over.
Wait a minute. Zoe sounds a little bit like, what's her face? Grim Vulture or whatever?
This is the new Eridu of today. A huge disaster consumed the old capital, and the people who survived it keep saying things like, treasure the moment and start fresh to numb themselves, hoping to forget the nightmare. No one talks about the soldiers who gave their lives in Hollow Zero. No one asks why they had to die. The brave gave their lives battling the ethereal onslaught, while the weak survived. This is a new Eridu, built by weaklings. Its order founded upon their way of thinking. Your applause makes me realize you all accept this logic. Each of you had loved ones who sacrificed their lives in the fall of the old capital. And now, you're thankful that someone has encouraged you to move on from them.
Wrong.
What meaning does the sacrifice of those who died have if you all choose to forget? Have you...
Miss Zoe, there's not much time left for your,
It's about to go down.
Open your eyes! I'm speaking to those who have lost loved ones!
My God, get her off
Death is the medal for
stage.
the fallen, then pain is the cross the living must bear. If you fear its weight and run from the suffering, the soldiers will never find peace in their eternal rest. To tear the wound open once again, so you'll never forget the searing pain. That's the real meaning of Remembrance Day.
I don't agree.
Oh?
Now it's my turn.
Charon.
Yes, sir.
Didn't expect you to be here for Remembrance Day. How are things going with your search? Seems like you have something to say.
Oh, this is awkward.
Among the people standing here, There's a woman who raised her daughter with the survivor benefits left by her husband. Another who's been able to carry on with her life thanks to the final efforts of her child. And yet another who's found purpose because of the influence of his late sister. The will of the deceased lives on in every person here. The soldiers who died during the fall of the old capital fought for this. The future that their loved ones are making for themselves now. The old me might have agreed with what you said, but someone taught me that pain and hardship can lead to hope. They helped me see that hope could be inherited, not just destroyed when life fades. That's why I believe the departed didn't leave us wounded or with a heavy cross to bear, but with a melody. Each of us holds a harmonica that plays the melody of life. At first, it may sound awkward, but it will eventually flow smoothly, taking on our own style, until it merges with our soul.
You seem quite certain about what you're saying. Tell me then, what kind of melody is left behind by those we've lost?
I'm not sure. I can't picture the exact melody, but I trust the answer I've chosen. And I trust everything I've seen and heard.
A vague and insubstantial answer, isn't it?
Hold on, now it's getting
about
good.
You, Charon. From the moment we met, I knew we'd never really understand each other.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Everyone, I apologize for taking up your time. My speech ends here. Please feel free to continue with your visit.
Okay, that was a deviation. So he exits the venue without sparing a single glance back, leaving the audience and the Defense Force in a state of confusion. Charon looks thoughtfully in the direction she disappeared.
What do you think, Proxy?
You might be the one. Something's off.
Something was definitely off about her just now. And the things she said, I'm starting to get a really bad feeling about this.
You mean about her real identity, right? Looks like we're on the same page. Shielded by her identity as a decorated soldier, she seemed pretty confident that we wouldn't confront her directly on military ground like at the outpost. She arrived so brazenly and left without a care. If I'm right about this, she'll be trying to contact us again in no time.
Just as she finished her sentence, the phone rings again. Shepard appears on the screen as you answer the video call. He seems panicked and anxious to speak, but the moment he sees that you're in Scott Outpost, he swallows back the words and clears his throat.
Looks like you're a little busy, so I'll keep it short. The client just sent me a location via Knock Knock, along with a picture of several unconscious, tied-up individuals. I'll send you the location shortly. It should be an entrance to the Hollow in Port Elpis. At this stage, I don't have any further requests. My only hope is that you'll proceed with caution.
God dang it.
With a picture of the hostages. Looks like Grim Vulture is losing patience and wants to put an end to all this.
Yo, you mean flippin' what's-her-face? What do you plan on doing?
Charon, what's your plan? With everything that's happened, no matter what you choose, I'll stay by your side till the very end.
Sharon doesn't answer right away. Instead, she takes out her harmonica and looks down at it as if she's trying to decide. In the end, she tucks her harmonica away.
I've made up my mind. Proxy, please accept my official commission. Help me venture into the depths of the Hollow to rescue the client and any other hostages. It's time to put an end to this. It's up to me to stop Grim Vulture. Stop her from crushing everything in front of her with that heavy cross.
It's about to go down.
You leave the Remembrance Day event with Sharon and return to the video store. She cleans her firearm multiple times and keeps adjusting her breathing. The showdown is about to begin.